can't use running shoes when lifting legs. So yeah, for leg day, you want to be in a zero drop shoe. I got a shoe right here. This is a running shoe, so this is a bad example. You can see how the heel is higher up than the toes. Also a lot of cushioning in most running shoes, right? So when weight is applied to them, they're gonna compress, they're gonna push down. You don't want that when doing squats and deadlifts or even leg press and stuff. You want your foot to be in a neutral position. So, I recommend Converse or Vans or other skate brand shoes. They're all pretty much flat top. They also generally have more room in the toes. You can see running shoes, they don't really have much room. Your toes can't really spread out. So, I used to do squats and deadlifts barefoot back in the day. I know it's kind of gross for some people. It was kind of gross for me at a certain point. So I switched to, I use no bulls now. They're trainers, not the ones meant for running or the ones meant for weightlifting, just like their regular trainer shoes. It's a flat top, zero drop, meaning there's the heel and the toes are at the same level. And then the toe box is pretty wide, so my toes can kind of expand a bit. But yeah, the reason you don't want to do that is running shoes are designed to roll you forward. And a lot of times, especially when you're pressing, like squatting or leg pressing, the weight is on the back of the foot, so on your heel. That's where you're putting most of the weight as you're going up and down. So you're not trying to put it on your toes as you would be if you're running. So yeah, it's amazing how many people I still see, lifting legs in running shoes and stuff. And honestly, if you don't want to buy any new pairs of shoes, it's still better off that you just take your shoes off and lift with your socks. Be in that position instead of sacrificing your knees by lifting in running shoes. Now, I'll lift other body parts in like my Ultra Boost and stuff, where it's not as important that I'm grounded down. But every time I'm doing legs or calves or abs or stuff where I'm really needing to have my force exerted from the feet, I'm in my no bulls or some of my old skate shoes if I'm feeling those. But yeah, so it's kind of common knowledge, but at the same time, it's not as common. I wish it was more instilled and people would actually talk about it more. But yeah, you'll notice a huge difference in your lifts if you switch to a zero drop shoe when you're doing legs. So, like I said, I really recommend Converse or Vans. Those are probably your least expensive options. And if you're super into powerlifting, you can get like weightlifting shoes, but I don't even recommend those. I got my No Bulls years ago. I think they were around $100, $110. It was their first line that came out, and they've held up great, but I just use those for leg day. And then I'll use like my Adidas or other sneakers I have for other days of the week. And yeah, one of the reasons you want to be in a zero drop shoe when you're lifting legs is just for your health, for your knees, for your ankles, and just for efficiency of the lift itself. You will get more out of it if you are squatting and deadlifting, leg pressing in the right shoes. And you'll notice a difference too right away. Yeah, it's more of a safety thing for me, but like I said, also an efficiency thing. A good rule of thumb also, I don't think I talked about it, is you want, when picking out a shoe for leg day, you want the material between your foot and the ground to be minimal. So if you notice running shoes, there's like a lot of stuff going on there in between your actual foot and the ground. And so the less stuff there is, the less material between your foot and the ground, the better off you're going to be. So if you want to get fancy, barefoot shoes, like those Vibrams and stuff, those will work. But like I said, just good old skate shoes are great. That's why you'll see a lot of people in Converse and Vans and stuff, squatting and deadlifting. You know, those are great. You know, those will perform much better than your athletic shoes and your running shoes in terms of those movements.